Hey everybody, so today I'm working with the neutral safety switch off a 77 Ford F250 C6. This is the one that mounts behind or underneath on the steering column, and I tore this one apart to see how exactly this whole thing works. It was confusing the hell out of me, but I'm going to try to do this. I don't have nothing to hold my phone while I'm filming this, so bear with me. So I took the housing, the metal housing, clips over the top, holds this piece in. There should be the spring that rides down in here that pushes this lever all the way over. And then when you're putting it in, it slides over this way and it holds it in. So I took the housing off. I'm going to pull this off real quick, show you. So this first set of contacts right here, this is your starting position. This set right here is your reverse lights. Okay? So if we kind of go like this, you can see that these first wires, the red with the blue stripe, this is your start set of wires. The black with red stripe, this is your backup lights, which corresponds with the plug exactly down here. So these, both reds, this is for starting. Both blacks are for your backup lights. Okay? Now, you can see this little hole. Right. See that little hole right there? That's going to be a significant part. And I found out because most people put these, replace them, and then they fight trying to, here I'm going to put the switch back in. So people are always fighting. They're trying to hold this over because your gear shift lever has got a little tab. Say the drill bit right here is the tab. Well, it rotates like this. Parks over here, reverse, neutral, 1, 2, and 3. Or 3, 2, 1. So we're going to bring it back to park. Now on the inside, you can't see this notch. You can't see this notch. And let me pull this out. So there's the notch right here. You can't see that when it's in the housing. But I found an old book and it says put it in your shift column in neutral. Well, when you put the shift column in neutral, this is how you set it so you don't have to fight with it. They tell you use a number 43 drill bit and poke it through the back side, and it comes up in like this. I'm going to poke it all the way through so you can see it right there. Okay? This holds this switch in place so you're not having to hold it because it's got the spring over here putting tension against it, so it holds it in place. So then you have your gear selector column in neutral. You mount this into the hole. You put your shifter lever right here on the right side of the big black stub. So it's resting, so the black stub is resting against the column shift lever. And you tighten it down. Once you get everything tightened down, all you got to do is pull this drill bit out and it's holding in place. Now, it should start right there in that position, in the neutral spot. Now, if you push it back to reverse, you should have reverse lights. You push it one more time, it's going to slide this all the way back over to the left again, to where it ends up into the start position, which is going to be right about there. Now you can see I have this all the way over. At first I was doing it different. I was putting it to where the end of this whole block was just past the hole with the drill bit holding it right there. Problem was, it wasn't going to work, but I think it will now, and I'll show you, because even though it says use a number 43 drill bit, the number 43 drill bit, because the way these are designed, are too sloppy. It pushed it over. In mine, right now, I'm going to close. See how big that hole is right there? Watch. I'm going to show you where mine has to be in order to start. It's got to come across about halfway through that hole. So I found an Allen wrench. It measures 0.050 Allen wrench. I stuck it through this hole, and it's just enough that it keeps it right there, and it allows it to start in the park position. Now if I want to come back and stick it into the neutral position hole, the Allen wrench, it's perfect. It's allowing it to line up, and now it will start in the neutral position there. I haven't mounted it all the way in to check to see if it's going to be the right alignment. I'll make a comment letting you know, instead of making another video, that it does work or it doesn't work, but I'm pretty 100% sure it's going to work. So I'm going to show you real quick the new one. So here's the new one. It's got the bracket, and right now you can see the lighting kind of sucks. I apologize. I'm going to pull this Allen wrench out the back. Okay, you heard it snap. You can see that's all the way. That would be position, what is it, 3-2. That would be number 1 on the shift column. So I'm going to show you. We're going to put it in the neutral position, so bear with me. Let me get this back on in there. Okay. Okay. So right now, this is the neutral position. As you can see, there's the spring still quite a bit extended. And then there's the Allen wrench sticking through it. And we'll leave it there. Now I don't have it hooked up to the shifter, but you can hear the truck. It should start, or try to start. I don't have any gas. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here, and then I'm going to put the gear selector on the column in the neutral position, so the tab will be in its right spot, and then I'll place this up, the black piece right here, up against the selector, which is, hopefully you can see it. There it is. This is the selector on the column, on the steering column. So the black piece will go on this left side of it, and then I'll mount it into the holes, and then it should be okay. So I hope that helps everybody. Oh, and the one other thing I noticed, let me get something to point with. Okay, right underneath these rounds, right underneath these round plastic parts on here, there it is. This is where that ball bearing in the tab is. So you can kind of see it's going to line up there. So when it's in reverse, because right now it's neutral, so if it was to go to reverse, it would push this over just a hair, pushing this pin with the ball bearing onto this set of tabs, which is then the reverse lights. And then this goes all the way past when it's in park, and then this one down in here is where the other ball bearing is on this contact, which will line up almost right here where this part is right now, and that puts this one while it's in park right here, which allows it to start. So you can see that this little Allen wrench pretty tiny. Let me see if I can get the hole. Oh, you can't see it on this because let me put it in park. You might be able to see it a little better. So I'm going to pull this pin out. I'm going to slide this all the way down. Now you can see that opening through there. You can see daylight. Now I'm going to put the hold on, Allen pin wrench back in. Okay, so there's the Allen wrench. Now you can see the spring is almost to the end. You can see the spring's almost to the end, even with this hole. Well, now with this size Allen wrench, it should even start right there, and that should be park. So let's try it. Oop, not quite. So and I think it's because this doesn't have the back wall on it like where's the old one here? I'm gonna pull this one out. Let's try to get some sunshine on this. Okay, so you can see right here where my finger is, that little groove, that keeps it from going every direction. If you use it on the one side, it's pushing too much, it's allowing it to come back too far. So I'm pretty sure that you need to definitely use that middle part. But it should work pretty good. So hopefully this helps you guys out.